and welcome to 4th International Malcolm Day special interviews of Chhatrapati Awardees. Our today's guest was very good in his Malcolm career as well as in his sports career. He received his Chhatrapati Award in the year of 1994-95. Let's welcome Mr. Aditya Kirtan.
Hi,
Hi Aditya
how
Dada.
anything? Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Long time.
Yes. तुम्हाला अगदी लहान बघितलं असशील. You must have seen me really small when I used to play Malcolm, but I really admired your performance always.
Same to you.
Aditya Dada, my first question to you is which year you started learning Malcolm, and is there a story behind your Malcolm journey?
Yeah, there's a long story. I don't know how interesting it is, but I started my Malcolm training when I was 5 years old. That is 1980. So there was a club called Samitra Sangha, which was very close to our house, and I think my mother probably introduced me to this club because I was probably being too much for her in the evenings, and I think I wouldn't let her work, wouldn't let her cook, and so probably she thought that it's best to engage him somewhere. So I think she found this place called Samitra Sangam. That's where I met my teacher Balakrishna Thatte, as you obviously know him very well. And he's my first Malkham Guru. So that's how the journey started. Later on, we formed a club called as Academy of Physical Education, where I did my most of the training. And I've got many mentors apart from Balakrishna Thatte sir. I've got Dattatray Kulkarni, Vinayak Raj Machikar. They were also my mentors. And my seniors, my immediate seniors, like Rahul Kumthekar, Dhananjay Oak, then Sachin, Vishal Davade. These were people who have helped me during my career as the career progressed in Malkham.
I think it's always best to have two, three coaches because then you can get best of everybody.
It wasn't that planned as such. It wasn't like I was to be coached by so many people. It's just so happened that everybody started getting busy, like it happens in our Malkham field, especially when our seniors get busy with their professional lives, and our seniors take care of our coaching. And then when we become seniors, we also take care of our coaching of our juniors. So that's been the trend, and even it continues today, I'm sure. म्हणजे आपल्या संस्थेमध्ये नाही का दादा आणि ताई ही जी काय कन्सेप्ट आहे ना दॅट्स वेअर इट इज सो दे ट्रीट अस लाईक यंगर siblings and that's how they bring us up.
I agree with you, Aditya Dada, because in Samartha Vyayam Mandir also we have this procedure where you once you pass your 10th standard you start teaching, and I think when you start teaching you become a better performer as well, because then you can figure out your mistakes as well from the from your students. Uh,
At the same time you become more responsible because you are supposed to take care of somebody else now.
yes, I agree. Uh, Aditya Dada, how was your entire journey in Malkham till you achieved your Chhatrapati Award?
I think it's like a dream for me. I mean, I lived a dream. I would say that very openly. I never thought when I started Malkham career, I never thought I would become a champion and I would win this Chhatrapati award. I never believed that I am that good. But it all happened and I'm glad that ultimately I got the award.
Great. Any specific element which you really worked hard on, or any specific element which you loved a lot in your entire Malcolm career?
Okay, so there are a couple of things which we had uh, tried to perform for the first time. Like I did one hand Mayurasan twist catch and also the front somersault catch. And there are a couple of other things that also we tried out, and these two worked out the best. Especially the one hand Mayurasan twist catch was like rage at that time, and many people appreciated that. It was one of the unique things. And why did we introduce this for the first time was during my set, I found that maybe my continuity breaks when I do one hand Mayurasan zap. So my coach Rahul Kumtekar, he was very innovative, and he thought that maybe what we can do is instead of a catch, if you do a tedi instead of catch, it may be easy for you to just climb up again and do the next element on the top of the pole. So that's how this concept came up, and we successfully did it in 1991 national championship in Pune, and that was a Time national championships. It was one of the first times I was participating my nationals, and maybe it was one time forever that I will be participating in my hometown. So I wanted to make it special, and luckily for us, this element worked out very well.
Yeah, I think everybody used to wait for your that element because it was a like it was a really nice element to watch and admire you. Uh,
Thanks.
Aditya Dada, in your entire like in APE, your institute, you were the first Chhatrapati awardee from that institute. So,
Correct.
how was the atmosphere when you received that award?
There were lots of ups and downs in our institute. As such, we were initially a part of another bigger organization called as Samitra Sangha, and from there we split, and then called as Academy of Physical Education. And our coach and all of us, we were very passionate about our own organization, and we wanted to make it very good. We also wanted to make this organization feel proud about its achievements, and I luckily got the chance to make the friends and also my teachers very happy about it. And I'm just lucky that I got the first Chhatrapati award, and I was the first one from our institute to get this one.
So, like after you received the award, entire the institute and your career changed.
At the time of the Chhatrapati Award, I recollect many of my friends, Ajit, Umesh, very close friends of mine throughout my Malkham career and throughout my childhood. They came all the way to uh, attend this ceremony in again Shivaji Park. Fond memories of Mayor's Trophy that I used to take part in, and again the national championships that my second Open national championships at some again. And it was really very humble experience to receive Chhatrapati Award from the Chief Minister. At the same time, my parents were there, and my friends who accompanied me throughout the journey of my Malkham career, they were there especially. I didn't invite them to be a part of that function, but they were so enthusiastic, they were so happy, and they all came along. And it was a very fantastic experience.
Yes, I'm sure it is like a festival when it's like a achievement, bigger achievement. It's the biggest achievement I think in our life, in the sports career when we receive Chhatrapati Award. Uh, so now the rules have changed, Adityada, and there is no compulsory now in the competition. But in
That's
your
amazing.
time, there was compulsory and optional two sets, right?
Yes.
So, what did you prefer? Like, what was your favorite? And do you think compulsory is important or not?
I think compulsory is really not important. Very frankly, this voluntary routine concept is the best one. I have expressed my thoughts earlier also about team championship, individual championship, and the apparatus championship. It becomes too monotonous to have the three tournaments going along in the same way. The team championship is no way different than individual, and it's no way different when it comes to apparatus championship. As a viewer, it may be something different for a participant, but as a viewer, it's just the same. So there's too much of repetition. I think I spoke about this to Shreyas sir also and few of my colleagues. I think it's very simple concept. Maybe if you all agree, a team championship for performing number of dasarangs in 1 minute. It's like a relay. You see, like 100 meters relay, you have a team of four, and they finish in a particular time, and that's how a championship is decided. Team championship cannot be uh, addition of four individual performances. It has to be a team event, and if you want to make it really popular, I think this the Dasarang tournament might become a very important team event. It can be then followed up by individual performances on every apparatus, like the way it is being done right now. And then maybe an apparatus championship can have a little bit of a twist where it can be more like a tussle between the two or three champions, where if it can be like a tiebreaker. Like if suppose somebody is doing one hand Mayurasan, the other competitor also should do it with the same way. Maybe if he is doing it with the right hand, he should be also able to do it with the left hand. So these things will make the tournament more interesting. That's what I think.
I think these ideas are really nice, and I really like the team championship, what you said. But I feel, Aditya, that when you do compulsory, you develop all fitness components in that particular set, like your flexibility, your strength, your endurance, everything is judged and it's on the same level. In optionals, I feel, it's my personal opinion, but in optionals you can only show whatever you're best at. And then if you're not flexible, that overall development of a sports player is not, it doesn't happen that way. Then they can just do the strength part and they can, I mean, if they're good, they will win. If they're not good, they will not win. But the basic development of a player from this sport will happen if they do overall all the exercises and all the elements properly.
See, I'm thinking this particularly from the point of audience, especially.
Hmm.
We want to make our game popular, we have to think about the audience. You can't just think about a player. If you want to make him a better player, you can always give him during the practice session. But you don't have to have this during your tournament. You want to make a tournament very interesting. If you want to make a tournament interesting, you have to think about the viewers.
Yeah, that's true. Like to make it more popular, that can
Exactly.
be an option. That's
Also,
true.
at the same time, when it comes to this team championship concept of Dasarang, number of Dasarangs that you do in, say, 4 minutes, four participants, it gives an equal chance to every team to win. You see, it can't be just a team championship for elite players. When this competition starts, every team is on equal terms. Even a team from, say, the I don't know which is the least performing team right now. Let's say some team from South India who's participating for the first time. They also have an equal chance to win this tournament, and that's where the game gets popular. If a tournament where even the underdogs win and the team, it becomes a little unpredictable who's going to win this tournament, then that's how it will generate the interest of the audience.
That's a different concept, and I also liked it, but I don't know how it's going to get applied. Let's hope something like that we come up with.
Sure.
uh, Aditya, in your throughout Malcolm career, did you ever have any injuries?
Yeah, many. I mean, sports career for 15 years and without injury is impossible. Had two or three of them, very major ones. One I remember during yeah, I think this was my second Open National again, and I had a very bad injury on my left thigh, and it was so difficult even to walk after the set, and I don't know how I pulled it out. Luckily, I, I really don't know, but it was probably mind over the body. I somehow managed this tournament.
But in this situations, like with the injury, you said second year of open career. That means it's the most important career time of in the career of the competition. Uh, how did you deal mentally? Because a lot of times we have seen players get disturbed mentally, like physically they can pull it off, but if you get mentally disturbed, then you feel it's over. So how did you deal with that?
See, I think it's about mind over the body, as I said just now. It's like you understand that you are going to get better after rest. So it's just 1.5 minutes that you have to perform here. After that, you are going to get rest. And I was not going to do something which is going to injure myself for the rest of my life. It was a temporary phase. I knew for sure that if I perform right now, is not going to be detrimental for the rest of my life. It's only temporary pain which I have to go through, and after which I can obviously take care of it. So it's not a suggestion to my juniors and who are watching this show that if you have some injury, it's not that mind over body and you keep playing and try to injure yourself. At the end of the day, your life matters more than the tournament. Okay, so one off tournament and you can't take part of it, perfectly okay. But if you are able to pull it out, it's just a temporary phase, some temporary pain, which obviously can better after the rest. Yes, you can definitely do it.
Aditya, related to this, I want to ask you a little in detail. Like nowadays, players have a nutritionist, psychologist, and coach, trainer. So many things in different in all the sports. So, in your time, there was only one coach, I assume. So, it, how did your coach manage doing all these roles?
I don't know. It was like a friend, philosopher, and guide kind of situation. So my coach was like my friend. He was my guide. He was my philosopher. used to always, from his experiences, he would give us the knowledge that he thought is the best in our interest. But yes, today you have a nutritionist, you have a sports psychologist, therapist, and all these people are there to make your career injury free, which I don't mind. I mean, if you have an access to, if your club allows you to have these people to help you out, yes, sure, why not?
That's true. It's great to have so many people who helping you out, and it feels more support from the entire team.
Sure, sure.
Uh, Aditya, you had a very good academic career as well. So how did you manage your studies as well as your sports career?
I don't know. My coach, again, my coach, Balakrishna Tapte sir, Sachin Karadkar, Vishal Dhawan, Rahul Kumtekar. These people always emphasize me that, okay, today you are coming to the ground in the evening only if you have scored well in your unit test. When the terminal exams would come, he would say that you are coming to the ground only if you score more than 85%. So, they used to tell us that, okay, career is equally important. You have to be good in your academics. Only then you are going to perform in Malcolm. At this point of time, Malcolm today also cannot be considered. Of course, people like you is a shining example how Malcolm also can be a career. But there are very few. So I think at this point of time, as somebody who's maybe 12 years old or 14 years old or 16 years old, one has to balance the career as well as the academics. I mean, Malcolm career and academics. There's no way out.
Aditya, you are as a doctor. I would like to ask you a question. It's a little bit about um nowadays the girls have started doing pole malkham. So what, like there are discussions going on that the girls should not do pole malkham. It's not good for them to do it because of their organs or because the lack of the strength or more flexibility the girls have. What is your thought about this?
It's all the more reason why girls should be doing Malcolm to prove these people wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you because when I started doing malkham, I felt more stronger and more confident. Uh,
See, this is one of the exercises which can be good for men as well as women, girls as well as boys. There's no stopping.
but
I would
scientifically, would
love
you
to.
want to talk about something?
I think it's perfect to do Malcolm. What's wrong in it? I mean, there's nothing different as such. A sport is supposed to give you strength, mental and physical. This is one. Absolutely, go ahead.
Great, great. Because that people keep talking about this, about the organs of the female, which can be hampered
Too
or
much importance, I would say very frankly. I think let's leave this topic aside. Men and women both should do Malcolm, and it's only to prove these people wrong. More and more women should take part in Malcolm activities. I mean, we're happy to see three championships like we have in for men, like pole Malcolm, hanging Malcolm, and rope Malcolm. I'll be glad if we have a similar tournament for women as well.
great, great. I'm glad you support this.
In
Uh,
gymnastics, if you see, men do not perform balancing beam, but women do. In
right,
addition, most
right.
of the apparatus are similar. Women also do uneven bars, which men cannot do. So what's stopping men from doing balancing beam and uneven bar? It's not their body or their biology or anything. It's just that women can do a few things better than men, and men can do a few things better than women, of course. But at the same time, there's nothing that is not allowed for women and that is not allowed for men.
Yes, yes. Because I've seen nowadays for fitness also, a lot of people are doing pole dance, which is also again similar to our pole, and more females are doing that. And I feel it's really nice to do different activities and
Exactly.
try out different things.
Exactly.
Uh,
I think we are
Aditya,
20th century. I don't think this concept is very regressive. I really don't appreciate this. People thinking that it's not for women and this is really unfair.
true, true. Uh, my next question to you is: you have kids, and do you want them to come into Malcolm, or what are they
See,
doing currently?
it's not right. It's not right. If you are doing Malkham, your kids also must do Malkham. That's not right. Of course, my father is an ophthalmologist, and I am an ophthalmologist as well. But my brother is an architect. Okay, so it was not never a pressure from our family that whatever parents are doing, the kids also must do. Of course, you feel proud that if you have done Malkam, your kids also like it. Sure, but it can't be a compulsion.
That's true. It's really important to support what your kids want to do.
I feel that they should be mentally and physically fit in whatever way they can, whatever they enjoy, they should be doing.
That's right. I agree. Uh, any one unforgettable memory you have uh, during your competitive career?
Unforgettable memory, as I said about a tournament in Mumbai itself that I took part in, and I had some injury on my left leg and somehow pulled it off. And I can't forget that kind of, I don't know. I mean, people were saying that you will not be able to take part. Why are you so keen on taking part in this tournament? Give it up. And all those negative thoughts had come to my mind. And also, I had to take an antibiotic tablet a previous night, and unfortunately, I developed an allergy to that medicine. So the whole night I was awake, I was breathless, I had swollen face, and I did not really know what I am doing, whether I should be really going back home at this point of time. But my cousin sister, she used to stay in Mumbai. She is also a doctor. She came to see me. She said, "Nothing doing. You just come along. We'll go to the hospital. We'll take care of you." I went to see a doctor. He said, "Are you really keen that you want to take part in this tournament? Are you sure?" I said, "I really want to take part in this tournament." He said, "In that case, I think you actually require a suturing of that, but we'll just leave it open. When you go back home, you can always take care of it." And my sister then came and asked me whether you are really keen to go ahead and take part in the tournament, or you want to go back home. I said, I really want to take part in this tournament. And she was very supportive. Dr. Smita Atole, she's the one who stays in Mahim, and now she is shifted to Pune as well. So she's the one who supported me throughout. Of course, my friends were there. Sachin Dada was there, and Vishal Dada. They helped me out through this 3 or 4 days of my painful stay in Samartha that time. Somehow really managed to take part in the tournament. Literally, they used to, I lift me towards. It was a podium. I really found it difficult to even climb the podium. Forget climbing the Malkham that time. They used to just put me there and just vanish. And they used to say, "Come on, just forget about it. Finish it off. It's just 1.5 minutes. You can do it." And their motivation definitely helped. Mahesh Atalia, another colleague from Parley, and he also was very encouraging. And of course, Shreyas sir, and he used to say, "Hey, काय नाही झालं तुला? चल, चालू कर Malcolm." And so he used to just ridicule me. He said, "What pain? Come on, forget about it. You can always do it, and you've done it in the past, and I'm sure you will do it." So this kind of sometimes negative motivation, sometimes a positive motivation, sometimes support, all these things are required, and that's how that tournament became an unforgettable for me.
Yes, I think physically and mentally, you need to be really strong and dedicated towards what you want to do. Of course, people around us, all their support is always there. If you once decide that you want to do it,
Absolutely.
uh,
And I was in my second year of MBBS that time. I do remember, and I thought that this is my best year because then third year becomes a year where I have to choose my career, and then entrance exams start. So this year was the one which I definitely did not want to give up my chances on national championship. So definitely made it count.
yes, yes, of course, this is the most important year, as I said. Um, Aditya, how do you see the future of Malkham?
Malcolm is bright, and it's bright, obviously. People like you and Uday sir, Uday Deshpande sir, Shreyas sir, all these people have been dedicated, right? Probably since my childhood, they have been committed to this sport, and the dedication is unwavering, and they have been doing it over and over, years after years. And this last year's World Championship, unfortunately, I couldn't attend because I was traveling. But amazing! I just can't imagine if I was playing in 1990s, there would be a Malkham World Championship organized that year. I would say, come on, are you joking? This can't ever happen. This is not for us. But see, few years this has materialized. So it's growing and it's going to grow, I'm sure. The popularity of the sport is growing. And overall, I think the fitness itself has become very popular. As you understand, during our childhood days, lot few people, and in fact, very few people would take part in any physical activity as such. They would in fact ridicule you if you are exercising. "Hey, तू काय एक्सरसाइज करतोय बाबा, व्यायाम काय करतोस, वेळ लागला का तुला?" अशा टाईपचे पण कमेंट्स यायचे तेव्हा. So now you see everybody exercises, everybody goes out to say maybe gym in the mornings, or they go for a walk or a run. So people have realized that exercise is important. Over the time, it becomes monotonous for them to continue only running, walking, or cycling. So they are looking for alternatives like say Malcolm for that matter. And that's how I think we have a bright future ahead of us. And especially if people like you, Uday Deshpande sir, and Shreyas sir is there. And there are others as well, of course, who are in different parts of our country. And I'm sure they will do really well.
Thank you so much. I'm a very small part of this entire world of Malkham, but I will definitely take that as a compliment and I will work
Absolutely. All
hard and give
small
my
part
as best as I can.
included. Absolutely. You're doing well. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you so much. Aditya, Dada, what are your views on innovation in the field of Malkham?
Aditya, I'll tell you very frankly, I was one of the players who did introduce a couple of new elements in Malcolm, like as I told you, one hand Mayurasan twist, and there were a couple of ones too. And apart from getting zero point 0.4 points for that innovation, for the risk, originality, and virtuosity, after a couple of years in Malcolm, this element would probably die its natural death if it's an element which is very difficult or if it's not very popular. Okay, and I will no longer be remembered about this innovation that I did. So I really feel a little sad at times that okay, these are the contributions that as a player I could do for my sport, and they unfortunately are not known to this younger generation. So if I ask a player who's playing in your club, who's let's say 10 years old, taking part in the first national championship, if you ask him, do you know who was the first one who did this one hand Mayurasan twist catch? I'm sure he wouldn't know about it. That is something very sad for me because that is something which I did with a lot of passion and a lot of creativity, and it requires a lot of creativity. It's not simple to introduce a new element to the sport. So I feel that as Malcolm Federation, as this world body grows further, I think they should acknowledge these new ideas or these innovative elements which have been introduced by different players by naming those elements to a particular player. So suppose a 10-year-old child who's coming for his first national championship, he sees a board, let's say Hall of Fame or whatever you call it, and there you can say that this element was first introduced by so and so player. So this is, something which a younger 10-year-old impressionable kid would want to look forward to, something that he feels that, okay, even my name should come to that board. His coach can say, if you're good, your name also will be there. So this kind of encouragement to innovation probably is lacking in our society, in our federation, unfortunately, which I thought may be a good idea if they can implement it.
Aditya, I think now we have going on that path slowly because now again the not ROV but only the originality marks are given point two,
Yeah.
and you are supposed to introduce an element and give a name whatever you want to give. So some people have started doing that element as maybe Samartha Vai Mandir, this element or something. They are putting the institution's name currently.
So maybe
But
there
slowly,
will be a
slowly, if they start giving their name, but the wall of fame or something like that, which you have suggested, that will really give encouragement to the generation.
maybe you can just come up with a booklet every year, which one aspires to be a part of that book. If your name comes into that book, that means you are really one of the best players of the era. So that kind
Correct.
of encouragement, I'm sure children and all the young players would want.
Sure, sure. Aditya, as you said, we had a world championship last year. During your time and my time, there were less people who also knew about Malkham. But now it's become a, like a lot of people around the world are doing this game. Do you feel like, oh no, मेरे time पे भी international championship होना चाहिए था? I want to
Seriously
be
wish
again.
that.
I want to be part of this world championship now.
I wish I can be a part of this World Championship. You invite me next year, and I hope that I'll be in a very good physical condition to take part in it. If you can have some age
But
group
I'll
like over
wait.
40, and I really wish that I can be a part. And I am quite confident that I will not win this tournament because I'm sure it's very competitive. I've seen what this World Championship was last year, and I really thought that, oh my goodness, what is this? What kind of a sport is this? Is it really the kind of yoga, stretching, and the kind of strength elements that I saw? Unbelievable. I think it's a totally different era and it's a totally different standard. I will be very probably lucky if I even qualify, even in my peak years. If I would still qualify for this world championship, I would consider myself lucky.
You were amazing in your career, throughout your career, I would say. And I'm sure now also, if you take part, you will not be very bad at it. You will be really good.
I'm sure. Let's see. I'll definitely like to take up this challenge.
Okay, I'll tell a little bit related to this World Championship. We have a entire code of point of VMF. If you see, Malkham is a Maharashtrian sport. मातीतनं आलाय आपल्या महाराष्ट्राच्या. आणि then when MFI was formed, whatever rules the MFI decided, MAMA accepted those rules. Now VMF is formed and VMF have its own rules. So do you think we should go according to the VMF code of point?
Of course, I think it's the world body that matters ultimately. Like you can't in cricket, I'll just give you that example. If it's a cricket, you can't have a different rule in Board of Cricket Control India. You can't have a different rule in Sri Lanka, and you cannot have a world championship then. So if you are dreaming or if you want to continue with these world championships, I think all of us should be on the same plane, and therefore it's important that all of us understand that there's a world body who's governing World Cup. It's not a gully game anymore. It has come from Maharashtra, no doubt, but that doesn't mean that Maharashtra should be controlling the world body of Malka. In fact, that's not the case because cricket came from England. Doesn't mean that all rules are formed by England. You know, they are formed by the ICC. Similarly, now that there is world body for Malka, the world body obviously has to form rules, which all of us, including Maharashtrians, whether we like it or not, should accept it.
True. And I feel in BMF there is pole Malkham for girls as well. So if the
Fantastic.
rule, if MMA and MFI starts following the rules of that, then the girls will start getting more and more into the practice of pole, and
Absolutely.
then
I think,
it will be really good for the
yeah,
championship.
absolutely. Because ultimately we want to make this event, I mean, sport global. So you want to make rules should be same for all. So I think it should come from top, it should come from the world body, and it should all go down. And of course, the sport has come from India, the sport has come from Maharashtra. We are the people who can help them out with formation of rules, I'm sure. But I think ultimately it should be an equal ground for all.
Yes, very well said. Now, because of this corona and everything is shut down, everybody is at home currently. Now, slowly it has started, but still the gyms, the studios, and Vamsharas have still not started. So, in this time, what do you think the students should do? And once it starts, how should they go about it?
First of all, here is the mental strength probably that will. It's a situation which is not definitely welcome situation. We've not joyfully gone into this kind of a lockdown stage. It's been forced on us, but we have to jolly well accept it. There is no other option. So fair enough. So let's take a pause, what went wrong in my past career as a player and what I can do better in future. It's a time where you can reflect on a lot of things, and it's not something which has, it's not bad, I think. It's a time when you actually look at yourself as to how you can improve. This is the time that you have got to improve yourself. I think you can do it, but of course you shouldn't be disturbed at this point of time, and you shouldn't really be very anxious that I've not touched even Malcolm for last 2 months or so. And what will happen? Of course, you will go back a little jittery, but within a week or two, you'll fall back into your own previous form. But at this point of time, what is important is to have your mental peace. You must make sure that you are regularly exercising, whether it's running or doing some basic core exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups, which you can obviously do it at home as well. So make yourself very fit, do some stretching exercises, and mentally be strong. This is just a temporary phase, and you're going to be coming back again.
Yes, physical fitness is important for everything right now because of this virus around us. But mentally, what kind of training? Can you suggest some kind of training what people can do at home? Some players, competitors, they can do mental training.
Frankly speaking, I have never done meditation myself, but I am told there are lots of benefits that people derive from meditation. So if you can probably take help of somebody who can help you out if you're feeling anxious or feeling depressed, I think meditation might be the way of forward. To be honest, I think any kind of a physical activity for me itself is like meditation, like doing some exercises for 40, 45 minutes and totally focusing our energies on that itself is like meditation for me. Separate, I mean, of course, I don't get time also for doing separate meditation and workout. So for me, doing physical exercise itself is more mentally relaxing than anything else. So I don't need to do any further different meditation exercise as such. But I think if you feel anxious or depressed, I think best is to just give it a thought and do meditation. It should work. It will definitely help.
You recently received an award from American Institute. So please tell us something about your career and about this award. And congratulations for this award.
Thanks a lot. So this award is instituted by the American Society of Retina Surgeons. It's an organization of all uh, retina surgeons across the world. More than 3 or 5 thousand surgeons are members of this society, and they've invited me in the last 3 or 4 years consistently to present my work, especially my scientific research work. I presented as papers. I also got opportunities to present my surgical videos there and also some poster presentation that I did in the last 3 or 4 years. And that was very well received. So luckily this year they have announced the special honor award for me for my contribution towards the American Society of Retina Specialists. And it award means a lot. I think see these awards ultimately it's like an encouragement. So you know that you are doing right things and you are on the right track. So we don't do things for the awards, obviously, but when you get an award, you know that, yeah, I think you're doing right.
That's true. That's true. Uh, the awards always encourages us. But Aditya, in your career, you're doing so good in your academic career, and now also you're doing amazing. How did Malcolm help you in your career?
I really don't want to really dissect this, how Malcolm helped me in my career. I would say two things. It's like physical fitness and the mental fitness. The mental toughness and physical toughness that I got from Malcolm in any career, in any profession. I think these are the two things without which you can never succeed. If you are mentally weak or if you are physically weak, obviously you have no future in any career. So these two basic things I got from Malcolm, and of course there are other things that we learned from experiences. Like we need and we have to be bold, we have to be really passionate towards our profession or our own career. All these things are always there, but too basic, and without even thinking I can easily tell you that mental fitness and physical fitness, these are two most important things which I got from this sport and which I would continue to cherish. I think I would not be exaggerating that if I say everything that I am today, it's because of the sport. And of course, my teachers and my friends and my parents, of course, and my family. But at the same time, Malcolm has definitely shaped my career in a big way.
Great. Thank you so much, Aditya Dada, for coming, giving your time and valuable words to us.
Thank you,
Thank you
thank you.
so much.
Thank you for remembering me. And I'm really honored and I'm really privileged. I do consider myself lucky as well that all of you have thought of me and remember me very fondly, even though I may not be present at all the tournaments, but I would definitely like to make it up for it next year. Thank you. Thank you and all the
Thank you
best.
so
If
much.
there's anything that I can do or for Malcolm Federation, I'm just a phone call away.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.